Take all unfaithful ways. Our fears and doubts surrender now. Take all our selfish ways. Let your love burn away all my sin and shame. Through the fire we are restored. From the fire we are reborn. Take all impurity and I'll stand holy in your name.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a walkthrough editing of this set that I had with Lovis, Lena. I just did a behind the scenes video on this, so I will go ahead and link that right here. And so I'm going to go through how I edited some of these images. So I'm going to go this first image right here, and I'm going to go find a filter. So I'm going to be using the LXC filter, and I think it's going to be probably, can't decide. I'm leaning towards 3. And so I'm going to bring up the brightness, the clarity, the vibrance, definitely the vibrance. I might actually make it a little bit more blue tinted like this. You know, maybe the highlights a little bit. So right about there. So the reason why I'm using I'm not using Lightroom, I'm using Photoshop is I just simply prefer better. I know that there's probably an easier workflow using Lightroom, but also the reason why is because I use something called frequency separation, and I'd rather just stay in one application than move back and forth and use multiple applications. So there's the first image that's basically done to me. I really like how bright it is. I love the colors. So here's the next one. For this one, I think, I'm not sure actually. We'll brighten it up first. I think I'm going to use number 4. I'm going to bring the sharpness up for sure. And then it's a little too yellow for me, right about there. And that's essentially it for this one as well. So this one, I actually might use Vesco, VSCO, whatever you want to call it, because I really like these tones right here. This is actually my favorite Vesco filter right here. Vesco, I don't know, however you guys want to say it. And so I'm going to bring in the clarity, bring up the vibrance, and then for this one, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take away the sharpening because I want it to stay, or the grain and noise, because I actually want it to stay pretty sharp. And take away the grain right about there, and then I'm going to bring up the exposure a tiny bit more, bring the highlights down just a little bit, and I might make it a little bit more blue right about there, vibrance a little bit more. So I like this, it's very like bright and fresh. And then this one, I just think this one's so adorable. It was so dreamy. And so basically, I just go through and I click on ones that I think look really good. See, I like the greens in this one more. I think I'm going to use this one. Brightness, clarity, bring up that vibrance kind of a lot actually. Highlights, bring that down. I might actually manipulate some of colors a little bit. Right about there. So, maybe not. I honestly don't know what I'm doing when I get into this right away, to be honest. I just kind of go with it. So, there. I think I have a couple more to do. These ones were during sunset, and it was just absolutely beautiful. And for this one, I don't even know if I like to filter on it. I don't. Maybe this one. Bring it up a little bit. Clarity, sharpness, vibrance. Bring that highlight up on this one because I really like her makeup. I'm going to take away the lens distortion, but I still want a little bit of vignetting because I like when the corners and everything are a little bit darker. So what I'll do is I'll fix the rest of this in Photoshop. This one is just really bright and colorful, and this one I think I actually don't want to filter on because it gets rid of a lot of the colors that I like. Let's see. Maybe actually a little bit more contrast. We'll come over here. You just have to play around with it. That's honestly all I do. Like, everyone always asks me, like, what do you do to edit your pictures? And I have filters and I adjust it just according to my liking. I don't know if I would like this picture actually, so I'm just gonna not use it actually. I'm obsessed with this picture. So I'm gonna brighten it a little bit, clarity, vibrance, and then I'm gonna go over here and I'm just going to darken a lot of the colors. Make everything a lot more vibrant. Get rid of that. I want a little bit. But essentially, that's where I'm at, and I just love how bright and I just love this picture. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of them. I'm going to open the images. It takes a little minute. And then once they're open, I'm going to go through and show you guys a little bit of frequency separation, which is how I edit the skin tones and make everything look really smooth and perfect. Sharpen the eyes in this one. This one's pretty good. I might just darken her hair a little bit. Get rid of maybe a few of those dots. Skin tones on this one. And that one's pretty much perfect. So this one, I'm going to go through and I'm going to sharpen her features because in this one, I think her skin is pretty flawless. So that one I would say is actually good to go. This one is actually pretty good to go. Just sharpen the features. Alright, so this one. So I think I focused more on her hand than I did on her eyes. So I'm going to come to her eyes. I'm going to use a sharpen tool over here. And I'm just going to, at 100% opacity, just go over her eyes a few times. Maybe a little bit her eyebrows too. And once they are kind of sharpened to my liking, I'm going to click over here and go to frequency separation and continue, hit enter, keep going, and then I'm going to go to this low frequency layer and I'm going to take the lasso tool and I'm just going to go to where her eyes, all the way right here, filter, blur, I don't even know how to say this, goshy, I don't even know, that blur, and go to about, see this little 16, say OK, press deselect, and basically do that wherever I think needs a little bit of lightening, right here. This is all highlight, all the same color, just make everything a little bit more flat. We'll go the high frequency layer, go to her eye, and I'm going to sharpen it a little bit more, her eyelashes a little bit more. I tend to over sharpen stuff because once you compress it into a JPEG, you lose a lot of the quality. So that one's pretty good. This one, like I said, I'm just going to probably darken her hair a little bit. I use the brush tool on a soft brush, overlay, and 10% I use the color black, and I'm just going to go over her hair just like a little bit, brighten her face a little bit, and then definitely sharpen it. But that's essentially, oh, that's a little too much. That's basically it. So this one, I think you'll see the frequency separation on like really well. So there we go. Going to the low frequency layer, which is the blurred level. So when I take this off, you can tell. So let's see how it's like super blurry. And this one's all the detail. So this one basically holds the skin texture while this one holds the color. So technically you don't need this background layer. Low frequency layer, lasso tool. I'm going to take her darker color, her contour right here, circle it up, filter, blur, go here, bring it to about 14, 15, say okay, deselect, her highlight right here, her chin right here. You can push it multiple times. So if you want to see the difference, her skin right there, it just like glows a little bit more, and you still are retaining the texture, so it doesn't look like you just like blurred over her skin, you know what I mean? So like her arm, that's pretty much perfect. I'm gonna take the sharpen tool, high frequency layer, sharpen the sunglasses, her mouth, her lips. Then I'm gonna go to the color layer, opacity brush tool on black, and I'm just going to darken over the sky just a little bit. I actually might take more of a dark orange color so I can make everything a little bit more sunny. Go over her face a little bit more with white. So there's that. I mean, just the before and after. And this one's pretty much perfect. I'm just gonna take my sharpen tool, go over her body a little bit. I might actually take opacity tool again, or brush tool with opacity lower to 10. I'm gonna find this like purple. It's more of a purple to me. Maybe like a there. I'm actually gonna go over this to make it a little bit more purpley because I feel like that just looks better to me. Maybe over the water a little bit. I'm totally just painting color. But basically that is it. That's how quick and how easy it is for me to edit pictures. These are just my favorite from this set that I just did recently, and hopefully this helped you with how to edit your pictures. I'll link all the different presets and everything that I use below so you can check it out. Other than that, if you guys have any questions, make sure you comment them below and subscribe to my channel so you can see all of the other videos that I'll be uploading pretty soon. I have some planned out for the next couple of months. So anyway, thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe. See you in my next video. Bye!